Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome again in virtual learning system of Pakistan International School Taif, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. As you know that this is Pakistan International School Taif online class for class 9 junior or class 8. Subject is computer science and this is our 12th lecture, or you can say that this one is our 12th video. And teacher name is Imran Ahmad. And today our lecture about the feedback of the chapter 1, which we have already discussed. In the chapter 1, we have discussed the heading of the chapter 1 was Fundamental of Computer. In this chapter, we have learned the first 10 short question and 5 long questions. The first short question was describe Napier bonds and slide rules. So we discussed Napier bonds, slide rule one by one. Compare first and third generation of computer. Already we have discussed. Next was differentiate between analog and digital computer. So we already discussed the analog computer and digital computer. The next question was general question, and the most important question nowadays. You can see this kind of question in your board paper exam as well as in the school exam. So Ahmad, a class 9 student, is asking his father to replace his home computer CRT monitor with LCD monitor. How will you justify his demand? So these are the demands. We already discussed all of these things one by one. Next question was what will happen if the storage devices are removed from computer? Already we have discussed. Differentiate between the system software and the application software. Most important question about the system software. We define the system software. What is system software? Then we explain this topic. Already we have discussed the application software in the long questions also. Next was how a student. Now this one is also a general question. How a student can use computer to improve the academic performance. So this one is a general question. We already discussed the few points about these questions, which were, I think, total number of 5 points are there. Next question, give any 3 uses of computer in school library. This one is also a general question. If you know about the knowledge of computer and the school library, you can write the advantages or uses of computer in the school library. Name few house. So next question, watch over here in the chapter number 1, there are mostly general questions. General question means if you have the knowledge of the topic, then you can explain this question very easily. So question number 9 chart question was name few household appliances in which microprocessor are used. So nowadays microprocessor are used everywhere: washing machine, wall clock, microcomputer, digital computer, mobile phones, etc. What are the tasks performed by operating system? What are the tasks performed by operating system means Windows, what kind of task it can be performed. So we discuss. After this, after completing the first 10 short question, we have discussed the long question, which was write a long answer of the following. First was the very important question, which was describe the 5 generations of computer. Over here we have discussed the generations of computer. Generation in the first generation vacuum tube, and its duration was 1940 to 1956. Second generation used transistors and its duration was 1956 to 1963. Third generation was integrated circuit IC, means IC, and the duration was 1963 to 1971. In 1970s, they developed the microprocessor. So fourth generation has been started on this duration, and still now we are using the fourth generation of computer. Fourth generation microprocessor since 1971, and since 1971 till now we are still using the microprocessor in our devices. Fifth generation, already we have discussed the artificial intelligence is still in progress. Since how long? 1980s. It means that since 40 years, they are still using the fifth generation, or still they are working on the artificial intelligence. We discuss one by one all of the generations of the computer. Next one was question was, this is the long question is going. Next question, write a note on the mainframe, micro, and the mini computer and microcomputer. We discuss all of these computers, mainframe computer. I gave you the examples of mainframe computer, then mini computer. I gave you the examples of mini computer, then microcomputer. Microcomputer means those computer which we are using at our homes, means digital computer. So your laptop is a microcomputer. Next important question. Most of the time I saw this question in the in the federal board paper. So this is a very important question. Explain the basic operations of computer. There are four basic operations of computer: input, process, storage, and output. Already we have discussed in very detail. So over here, just it was the overview of the question. Next question was, write a short note on the following: hardware engineer, network administrator, database administrator, web designer, multimedia designer, and we have discussed one by one in very detail. Next question is, after this one, completing this question, our question was, describe the following types of application software. So we have discussed in the previous this week, current week, we have discussed the productivity software, business software, entertainment software, and education. This is the last long question of our topic in our exercise chapter number 1. Now, what happened to those topics which are included in the chapter but not included in the exercise? Today we will discuss those topics which are included in the chapter but not included in the exercises. One by one we will explain in the coming lectures. So I make the heading of this is as extra questions of chapter number 1. First is, write a note on abacus. So abacus is also a calculating device. So watch over here, this device is known as abacus. This device which have the different beads and wooden frame is there, and here there are wires, and each wire is containing the 10 beads inside it. So with the help of these beads we can calculate, or we can perform addition and subtraction and multiplication and division as well. So this device is known as abacus. The definition of abacus, I told you before, whenever this kind of question is present in the paper, so how to attempt this question? So you must know the function or the functionality of that device, and who made this device. Number 3, how this device can be made. So wooden frame, abacus made it, and the functionality is addition, subtraction, multiplication. And now we will discuss this abacus. Abacus was the earliest calculating device, most probably invented in China. So you can say that in one book I have studied that 3000 BC, 3000 BC, abacus was developed. 3000 year before, 3000 BC means 3000 year before this device was made. Who made this one? By Chinese or China. It consisted of a wooden frame. Watch over here, this one is wooden frame. So having parallel rods. Parallel rods means, watch over here, this one rod, another rod, another up to so on. These are the rods. These rod had number of wooden beads. Watch over here, number of wooden beads. These are the beads. These are blue color, red color, peach color, green, yellow, up to so on. These are known as the beads. These rods have number of wooden beads which could slide freely. Slide freely means I can hold with my thumb and with my right finger. So I can freely move along with this rod. So this bead can come over here and there. So this is the freely along with the rod. While performing, why we move these beads? For to performing calculation. The purpose of moving beads is to perform the calculation. Beads were moved up and down with finger. Up and down means if I place a vertical position, so this the diagram, this is placed in the horizontal position. So if I can place this one in the vertical, so they also move the horizontal, left to right and top to bottom, they can freely move. While performing, the purpose is of abacus performing calculation, beads were moved up and down with the finger. Abacus was used to perform. The purpose of abacus is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So purpose of this device is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Next question. This topic is present in the chapter but not present in the exercise. So keep in mind, write the answer in here and note this one in your copy. Next question. Write a note on Pascaline and Hollerith's desk. Pascaline device and Hollerith. So this question is also belongs to chapter number 1. The topic is present in the chapter, but the topic is they are not asked in the exercise. So that's why will discuss over here. Pascaline. I will show the diagram of Pascaline. This is the Pascaline, like a harmonium, like a device. Watch over here. There are cylinders up there. They are moving. They are moving along with each other. When one will move, another will automatically, like a gear. So Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, who made it? Blaise Pascal. Name was Blaise Pascal. Who from whom? French mathematician. So he is a French. French means France. Mathematician invented a calculating machine called Pascaline. When it was developed in 1642. When it was developed in 1642, you can say that from nearly 500 years before, or 460, 480, near about this year before this device was made. When he was 19-year-old, who Blaise Pascal, at the age of 19 years, he tried to develop this machine. Pascaline used rotating wheels. Watch over here, rotating wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the number of Pascaline devices I saw in the different books. So they have the rotating wheels. Someone have the 4, someone have 6. Over here in this diagram, you will see the 6 wheels are there. Each wheel can have had 10 parts having digits from 0. Watch over here. Each wheel, for let's say this one is the one wheel, and like old telephone, there was dialing pad over there. With the help of finger, you move. Let's say you want to move the any number 05. So you will put the finger inside 0 and rotate. So 05, then you will put rotation, put the finger inside the 5, then you will rotate. So in this way, you can perform the addition, subtraction, up to so on. Each wheel had 10 parts having digits from 0 to 9. So each wheel range digits 0 to 9. So second is also 0 to 9. Third one also have 0 to 9 digits up to so on. So each wheel have the 0. Calculations were performed by the rotation of wheels. How they perform the calculation? When this will be rotated automatically, because this like a gear, automatically this one will be rotated, automatically this one. So with the help of this rotation, they perform the calculation. When one wheel completes rotation, the next wheel moves by one digit. Let's say I will move this one 0 to 9. So when the 0 to 9, it will complete a circle, it will move from one digit. So when this one will move, complete a circle, so this will move a one digit. You can say that this is the example of digital clock. Why I am saying a digital clock? So let's when 60 seconds are complete, what happened? 1 minute is increased. When 60 minutes are increased, what happened? 1 hour is increased. So you can say that when it complete one complete cycle, one round, so goes to one. When this will complete one whole cycle or complete round, so it will increase digit one. So this one is the working of Pascaline device. When one wheel complete a rotation, the next wheel moves by one digit. So purpose of this device, what this device can do, it could do addition and subtraction. So only addition and subtraction work. Next is Hollerith desk. Next is Hollerith desk. Watch over here. This device, like a desk, is present in is present in your class. So this device looks like a desk, and this one is electrical desk because the cable is going on there. In 1890 means nearly, you can say that 230 years before, Herman Hollerith built a tabulating machine. Who developed? Herman Hollerith. Tablet called, all of them give their own name. So this was the Hollerith desk. So who developed Herman Hollerith? This was a Pascaline. So who developed Pascaline? It's very easy to keep the name of these devices in your mind if you know the name of the person. Okay. Herman Hollerith built a tabulating machine called Hollerith desk. Hollerith desk consisted of a card reader which sends the holes in the cards. Watch over here. There are cards are present. So there are different holes. If you focus on there, so there are holes are there. A gear-driven mechanism. Gear-driven in the car system, most of the, that's how the gears are working at the speed of 20 first gear. When it moves increase from the 20 to 30 second gear, 30 to 80 30 gear, third gear, and 80 to above its fourth gear, up to so on. So they are working like this condition, a gear driven mechanism which could count. The purpose of these gears are, what can they do? They could count and a large set of digital indicators to display the result. So with the help of this one, they can perform the calculation. So this is very complicated machine, Hollerith desk. So you watch over here, this is the Hollerith desk. Today, inshallah, we have completed the next devices, which were abacus. Purpose is for calculating purpose, Pascaline, Hollerith desk, and uh, Pascaline. And already we have discussed in the short question the devices which were present in the book. We have already discussed. Inshallah, tomorrow we will do the next topic, which is present in the chapter number 1, but not present in the mm, exercise. So we will discuss those topics one by one. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz.